When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's Group Therapy on 99.7 DJX.
So we got this message. Recently started a new job at the online office of a retailer. This afternoon. I got roped into being into some product photos, which will be displayed in a shop window.
Okay.
I hate the photos. They're so embarrassing. I'm not wearing any makeup. It's hot. I'm all disheveled at this point in the afternoon. Everyone had laughed at the pictures afterward, and now I really don't want them to be used in the shop windows and possibly online.
Ooh.
I'm new here and I don't want to be seen as not a team player, but I emailed the graphic artist and said I wasn't happy about them and was embarrassed, and she said she doesn't have time for this now.
Oh, gosh.
I didn't have time to go and waste half an hour being in photos. I'm a marketing assistant, not a moody and entitled model. And I don't want them to be used. Should I push it?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You know, here's the thing. You're probably, and without having seen the photos myself, you're probably being more hard on yourself than the photos actually are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're always your own worst critic,
Yeah.
but as someone who has been photographed in a way that is not flattering, I get when...
I mean, Kelly is a master.
I'm the queen of it, yeah.
At finding the camera, or the camera finding her when she's making some weird face.
Right.
When she's doing something, you know, that's a little awkward.
Exactly. I'm usually mid-sentence. I'm making weird faces, all the things.
But typically, though, like your headshots and your press photos and things like that, those are good.
Right. You know, I can be photogenic when I'm expecting it. But, you know, Rebecca said, no, chances are the pictures are fine. The company wouldn't use bad quality photos to market their business. You're probably just being entirely too critical, but push it if you want. But you're going to come off as sounding moody and entitled.
Gosh. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm not a model.
You're not?
I know.
Wait a second. I thought that was your side business.
No, I'm not. I'm not a model, so I don't know how all that works. However, if you've got experience, maybe this is where we need like someone who's working in like marketing and PR and stuff like that. That especially knows business and can help with. All right, well, this is what the business. Because I feel like, you know, to echo Rebecca, like the business isn't sitting there putting something out that they're like, ooh, this person looks beat up. Let's throw them in our, you know, mailers.
Yeah, well, Joy said, did you even sign a consent form? If not, I'd push it if you aren't happy with the outcome. I
mean, maybe it's part of your working agreement. Like that could have been part of her contract that, you know, her image and likeness could be used or whatever. I mean, I know some places of business have that already worked into your kind of contract. So,
yeah.
I don't know. 502-571-9970. What is your take on this? This group therapy and the job that you do, maybe especially if you're doing some like press pieces for your company and then all of a sudden you don't like what you see. Can you go back and be like, yo, can you pull this?
Yeah, she's really not happy, and she's just wondering, like, do I have a right to say anything? I don't want to be difficult. Rachel says, yes, push it. If you aren't comfortable with them being used and don't like them, you have every right to tell them not to use your pictures. I worked at a photography studio, so I don't know if it's any different, but from my experience, unless you signed a release form, they cannot use your pictures for anything without your permission. And if they don't respect your wishes, go to HR and file a complaint. Oh man, listen, as a new employee,
I know that's flexing a little hard, you know?
Yeah, I feel like, that could be a bad move.
Now, Chad, you own a talent agency, and that's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I own a local talent agency, and so a lot of times these companies, ad agencies and marketing companies, come to us to hire actually professional models for these businesses that hire them to do the content for them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's typically some type of a photo release, but I know some of these companies try to cut some corners as far as costs for models, professional models, so sometimes they use people, you know, from the company, but there should be some type of a photo release form that says we can use these on our website, social media, or wherever they're going to, use the images.
So you're saying that she could have like a case to just say, hey,
I didn't sign a consent.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, we as agents kind of look over these release forms and see what the usage terms are going to be and if we need to negotiate some extra money for usage depending on where they're going to be. So, I mean, obviously I don't know what her her contract is with the company, but, it could be something where she could say, hey, I didn't sign a specific release form for these types of photos to be used. Now, as agents also, we can't see what content they're shooting during the actual photo shoot, but we just assume that obviously the company wants to have a great shot to sort of promote their business.
All right. Thank you, Chad. Thanks for the insight on that. Now, Kimberly, you think she may be in a tough spot.
I've actually had several models, professionals who are supposed to look gorgeous, hate every single photo they're in.
Oh, God.
And it's gotten to the point where I've even had to switch models' heads with completely different people's bodies.
Oh,
and it's because, this girl's body looks better in a swimsuit than this, but you do look prettier in the face.
Oh,
so
gosh.
You being in a market retail, you are SOL.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. You just got to suck it up. And now, see, Sarah said I wouldn't worry about it. When I shop, I look at the item only, not the model. So just trying to kind of make her feel better about it. Like, it's not a big deal. Maybe people won't notice.
Listen.
But I'm thinking, what are the chances that people are going to see the photos? Because aren't you worried most about what the people are going to think of it?
Yeah.
Right? Not strangers.
Listen, when I graduated from high school, there was a girl in our class that went to LA and did some modeling work and did some TV work. And she was in a catalog. And also she was in a catalog as a bra model. And like every guy knew that she was a bra model now. And it was like, okay, let's see what Nicole looks like.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, I know.
Oh.
And so I'm saying that, yes, if anybody knows that you did these, they're going to know. And they're going to be looking you up and they're going to be... Now I know that's not going to make you feel any better.
Okay, so you're just completely shutting down my point. I was trying to make her feel better about it. And
yeah, sorry.
I came in and ruined that.
Yeah, I kind of did that. I did it. I kind of ruined
Everybody's
it.
going to find out and make fun of you.
Yeah, I think, and maybe it's just me not wanting to be overly pushy when I'm new on the job. Maybe I'm just saying, okay, I'm sucking it up and I'm just...
And maybe I'll know better next time if they ask me to do this again.
Yeah.
But listen, why have we not asked for the pictures? Like, I feel like we need to see the pictures, right?
Because she's embarrassed
I feel like
by
we're
them,
not
that's
doing
why.
the research so that we can say, oh, they look great.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're worrying about nothing. And we could have shut it down.
Yeah. Alex said, I've had this happen to me before. There's nothing you can do about it. # embrace the ugly.
Oh, hashtag embrace the ugly.
Oh my gosh.
That's fun.
Oh shoot. All right. Well, hey, I Kelly, what are you saying? You're saying,
well, I feel like maybe we have a little stash of makeup at work just in case you're asked to do this again and you want to fix yourself up to where you feel more confident and then kind of go.
They're going to Photoshop it out anyways.
Well, whatever. I feel like whatever's going to get her to where she feels confident about the way that she looks. Mm-hmm. This is going to be chalked up, I think, as a learning experience, and you just got to let it go. Because from what everyone is saying, now there was a handful of people that were talking about photo consents. So if she wants to investigate that, and if she didn't sign anything, maybe we can go down that road.
Well,
but I feel like you might be causing some waves.
Yeah, I think you just kind of suck it up, and it's just
lesson learned.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, follow up with us. Let us know how it all went. Hopefully it works out for you. And yeah, send us the photos, especially if they're as ugly as you say they are.
Stop! They're not ugly. I'm sure she looks great.
All right. There you go.